Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for providing me with this opportunity to discuss an important issue that is extremely important to me. I'd like to begin by inviting you to imagine the scenario, um, a reality that unfolds each day on America's roadways all over the country. Um, every day, the deafening silence of 14 empty seats at dinner tables echoes across the United States, representing motorcyclists who don't return home to their families. Their stories tragically and abruptly ended on the asphalt of our roadways here in America. This stark figure equates to about 5,000 individuals annually. And that number is so astonishing to me to even think about. It's almost hard to grasp. And that's data coming directly from the NHSTA, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And that's the most recent data. So that's 2023. And that's the statistics from this year. So um, it's a chilling reality to think about. It's a reflection of potential that was cut short, loves lost, fathers lost, sons lost, and just lives that ended too soon. So the gravity of these accidents is further magnified when you consider that motorcycle accidents are devastating and disproportionately fatal compared to car accidents. The raw data tells a sobering story. According to the NHSTA, in 2023, there was a report done, and that motorcyclists are a staggering 27 times higher and more likely to die in a car crash or in a collision on the roadways of America. Each one of these accidents that rip families apart leaves them navigating, through the agony and turmoil of loss and pain, and it's immeasurable, and it's a lifelong thing that people have to deal with. Like, this is a real issue that I feel like people don't shine enough light on. But the ripple effect of these tragedies extend far beyond personal loss. They permeate society in many profound ways. Um, One area that is very overlooked and often overlooked is the economic impact. I'm talking about things like medical expenses, productivity loss, and other associated costs of these accidents spiral into the billions each year. Um, and that's not just a figure that I'm throwing out for shock value either. That's a concrete estimate outlined by the Insurance Information Institute of America in 2023. So, that's fact check. Um, it's a multifaceted issue that affects all of us directly or indirectly. I'm sure you know somebody or have been affected by this yourself. So um, it's relatable. And the narrative may be grim, but I stand before you today filled with hope. And I'm sure you guys are why. Because I don't think we're hopeless bystanders in this tale of loss and devastation. We as responsible citizens of America and empathetic human beings have the power to reshape this narrative, and we can transform, our roads from places that are lined with fear, um, and turn them into spaces of security and respect for all who travel on them. Um, so, how can we do this? Um, I think it's something that we should touch on, and I think stricter safety regulations are a good place to start. Implementing rules that require mandatory use of helmets and enhanced visibility gear. I think things like that would drastically lower these alarming statistics. And these are not just baseless claims. There are strategies suggested by the Governor's Highway Safety Association. These things have been brought up before, and I think they're very valid points and valid arguments um, to make, and they have been made. And I think reinforcing issues like that, like this one, and people that create a solution or at least come up with a solution um, that goes overlooked is it's astonishing to me. But I think it's something that should have a little bit more light shine on it. Um, But that's just one piece of the puzzle. In order to truly create safer roads, I think we have to prioritize education and training for not only riders but everyone in general who uses the roads. Um, Widespread initiatives that improve motorcycle skills, enhance awareness of potential hazards, um, and boost the understanding of safe driving practices could have a remarkable impact on reducing, accidents. So, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment and just imagine a future where these changes have been fully implemented. Now, think all the things that I just rattled off. Um, Picture our roads not as potential accident sites, but as conduits of freedom and adventure. Picture um, a number of families mourning the loss of their loved ones that drastically decreased. Um, Picture a society where every motorcyclist returns home safely every day after, whether it's traveling to go to work or if it's just kind of joyriding. I don't think people should have to worry, families should have to worry about that, especially when there's things that can be done to prevent that. Uh, Conversely, if we do nothing, if we fail to act, we face a future where loss of thousands is um, that's going to be the grim statistic. Is it's just going to keep going up. Like it's not decreasing, and you can do your own research if you want, but it's on the rise and it's steadily rising. So it's one of these issues that is getting worse, and change needs to happen. So today, I urge each of you, whether or not if you ride motorcycles or not, if you're for it or if you're not, if you're against it, whatever, just take a stand and support the measures that I just discussed, the ones that make sense. If you do ride, make a personal commitment to be a part of the solution. Enroll in a safety course. You're not perfect. You're not the best motorcycle rider out there. I can promise you that. There's always room for improvement. So I think educating yourself and taking some kind of class to extend your knowledge and you know enhance preventative measures for yourself and others. That's a win-win. For all parties involved. And consistently practice safe riding habits and always wear your helmet and protective gear. Um, Model the behavior that you wish to see in others. I encourage your fellow riders to do the same. So like network. Um, Use social media. Yeah, hashtag. Those kinds of things is what can blow a problem like this up to the point to where it's trending and starting to make a difference. So that's where I'm getting at with that. For those who don't ride, your role is equally as critical. Reach out to your local representatives, express your support for stricter motorcycle safety laws, sign and share petitions that advocate for more safety measures and training programs, participate in local awareness campaigns, and contribute to making our roads safer. I firmly and honestly believe that together we can shift the paradigm that save lives, and it's our collective responsibility um, to ensure that the roar of motorcycle engines symbolizes not a potential tragedy, um, but something to call freedom and relate to adventure. A beacon of responsibility, if you will, and a respect for all road users. Thank you for your time. I hope what I said resonates a little bit with somebody. And I think, you know, I have a strong commitment to this as, I've lost many friends and it's a little bit personal to me. Um, on two wheels, I grew up racing motocross and my dad rode. Um, so it's kind of like, I guess you could say it's in my blood. So that's why it's personal. But just after reading the statistics too, it's just an alarming thing. So um, I think it's something that everyone should get involved in. And if not, at least say something about it or, do something. Just don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. But as I was saying, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you tuning in and watching the video if you watched the whole thing. And take care.